Let's talk about the secret to having good Snapchat game. So first, I'm gonna read a message from a guy that's having a situation involving a girl he met and trying to Snapchat her, right? So he says, me and a buddy went out the other night, met some random hotties. I met this one girl who told me I was cute, got her Snapchat. She talked about meeting up this Friday. She's 21. So I'm new to meeting girls at bars. I sent her a few snaps and a few texts. She responded initially, then didn't open up the follow-ups. Wasn't anything crazy I said, not overly thirsty. So my buddy takes my phone, deletes the 3 texts on Snap that hadn't been opened, and said it was a play. Later on, she opened them up. He sent her a snap asking about coming out off of my phone. She responded with a snap saying, let's do it this weekend. So his friend is sending the snaps back that he should have sent in order to try to get this girl to be interested, right? So then he sent something else, and then I sent a pic later on just with the text saying that it was lame at the bar without her there. Opened, but no response. This guy has clearly not learned that he's trying to suck up to her by saying, oh, the bar's so lonely without, or so lame without you here. Like he's thinking women want to hear that early on. And that's not really what's happening. What he's actually doing is telling her, oh my God, my life was so boring without you in it. And he just met her. So that's gonna naturally make women give pause and turn her off. But anyway, he says, so I guess what I'm asking is what my play is. Do I try to snap or text her? Just leave it be till tomorrow and ask about meeting up again? My buddy's been coaching me because I'm terrible at this. I had a toxic ex, blah, blah, blah. I don't wanna mess this up. She was a cool girl. And it was nice to have a cool girl paying attention to me after everything that's happened with my ex. Sorry for the long-winded stuff. Any advice, we appreciate it. So this guy is basically wondering, what is he doing wrong? Now, as we see, what is it that his buddy did that was different from what he tried to do? Well, even though she had already suggested at the bar that they could meet up this weekend, what the friend did was get to the point. He said, he deleted the text that the guy sent and then just said, hey, you should come off your phone. We should meet this weekend. At which point she immediately responded, hey, we'll do something this weekend. So at this point, dude should have been like, that's great. What time's the best meetup? He should already have a place in mind. Guys, secret to dating, you should already have places in mind where you can take new women. If you don't, you're messing up. And you're thinking, but I gotta make sure that the place caters to her. No, you don't. Make it like either a restaurant, a park, some kind of arcade, like those 3 places alone, you can take any woman to, she's probably gonna have a good time, all right? So, but if you don't have anything set in stone, you're always gonna be like, we should just meet up whenever, do whatever you wanna do. You're trying to show yourself as a leader, so already have things in mind to take her to. But anyway, so instead of responding with that, he responds with, it's lame without the bar, it's lame at the bar here without you. And so what his friend did was be direct in what he wanted to get out of the girl. I want to set up a date. And where this guy messed up is he's trying to build rapport and also display things that are like feelings without having yet taken her out on a date, which I've expressed before. Women do not need you to do that. You don't need to be overcomplimenting a woman or saying how much she brings to your life after only one meetup. That should not be a thing. But in terms of Snapchat, what is the actual Snapchat strategy that you should be using when you're trying to get girls interested in you? Here's the secret. Are you ready for it, guys? Take a listen. Here we go. Get the freak off Snapchat. Yes, get off Snapchat, get off Instagram, get off any kind of social media, or even if you don't get off of it, do not connect new women with your social media platforms. It is killing your game. Because here's the thing, guy, she does not know you yet enough to actually feel completely comfortable talking to you on these platforms, all right? And you're thinking, but Harry, blah, 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 blah. Dude, at the end of the day, I've had the most success dating women by getting their numbers and then hitting them up by phone calls and by texting. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, Harry, but you're 41. Like, you're old, texting, your generation doesn't text, but our generation is all about texting, it's all about Snapchatting, it's all about Instagramming. And if I don't do it, how will she build interest? So what I'm gonna do instead is play a clip from a younger guy who I believe is like 19 or 20, talking about this very same subject.
I'm talking to this girl on Snap, and I want to keep the phone for dates, but it's Snap, she's sending me a Snap, and I don't want to seem like I'm ignoring her. What do I do? Well, it's not the fact that you're ignoring her on purpose. If you are busy and you're focused on your mission and purpose in life, you're not gonna have time to be responding to Snaps. And the thing is, you can't openly say, oh, I'm a busy man, I have things to do. Okay, that's gonna sound like you're being very cocky about being busy. It's something that you want to just show that when you're with her, you're not always on your phone, or when you are actually spending your free time, you're not sitting there snapping girls, texting girls, you're actually working on your business. So when you actually do have time to text a girl, it's out of genuine desire for that girl.
And so I want to stop here and he's absolutely right, is that for one, across the board, no matter what age you're at, you should be working on other things besides women. Because it's interesting that when you're focusing on your goals, women just naturally come to you. Because here's the thing, women are looking at you and seeing what you're working on. And they're gonna see you working on goals that are gonna get you to the next level. Most women wanna date guys that are on next levels. And so just seeing the ambition of you trying to achieve a goal of some kind that you are really passionate about, she's gonna equate that passion with how passionate you're gonna be about your commitment to her at some point, which is going to turn her on. So she can't get that feeling from you if you're constantly on your phone, if you're always on the snap, if you're always able to hit up a girl, because that's weak energy. And of the two of you, her having an image of you sitting by the phone, idly waiting for her to text you back, it doesn't give off a masculine presence to her. It gives off a feminine presence. And women that want masculine men aren't gonna be appreciative of that, all right? So, and for some of you guys, you're thinking, but I'm not really that busy. I don't have a lot going on. Well, for one, the girl doesn't know that. But also, if you feel like doing that's gonna cause you to feel like you're lying to them, then you need to actually get busy. Like you need to start filling up your calendar with things to do, goals to achieve. There's always ways you could be better. So it could be learning a new language. It could be learning how to do certain skills off YouTube. Like, YouTube is a great university to learn a bunch of stuff, whether it's how to get better at dating or how to build something or how to create a new hobby, how to start streaming. Like there's a plethora of things you can learn. But the point is that you should always be focusing on the next thing. Now, in the midst of that, you will also find you will meet women. You'll meet women out there that are trying to do things similar to you, and now you have a common interest that you guys can both talk about and build a rapport and build a genuine connection versus like you being on the phone all the time and trying to build connections digitally. Because women are going to be more attracted to you when you're trying to actually build a connection with them in person versus on the phone, as this young guy is saying.
And so she's gonna realize that when you are actually talking to her, you're actually only doing it when you are selecting times out of your schedule to make yourself available for her, right? And she's gonna value that much more.
Yeah, women are gonna value a lot more that you're seeming to take time out of your day, of your busy ass day, to make a small amount of time for her than you will when you're always readily available, all right? It's so true, guys. The more scarce you can make yourself, the more women are gonna be like, oh, where'd so-and-so go? Oh my God, I haven't heard from him in forever. I really wanna talk to them. They'll start building up anticipation to hear from you, which is always a good thing.
Same thing she should be doing for you. She should understand if you're such a busy person and you gotta take a very small amount of time out of your schedule because you're a very busy person, and you should be if you're working or you're working on your mission and purpose. Too many guys nowadays, they don't have mission purpose, they don't know what they're doing, and they don't have any work, they're not making any money. These guys are sitting on their phone, watching video games, playing video games, off to porn all day, and they're just wasting their fucking time.
Yeah, real talk, guys. Like, for you guys that are on your phone constantly, you need to think about the fact that when you're on your phone, you're probably playing video games, you're probably like surfing TikTok and all these other things, and that is a waste of your time, because that is time you could be out in the real world meeting real women instead of watching commentary. Now, obviously, as a person that makes videos, it's kind of like odd that I'm gonna be saying like, get off your phone, get off all the videos. I'm saying there's a time and place for that, but too many people today are spending like hours on end on their phone, which is causing them to not pick up the skill set of actually talking to women, of actually having tangible meetups with them where they can learn the ins and outs of what's gonna actually work versus what's theoretical.
And in all reality, if a girl is snapping you, you don't have to respond to that shit. I honestly suggest you just fucking delete Snapchat. I don't even use Snapchat anymore. Like, that shit is retarded. Like, why the fuck do you have Snapchat anymore? Like, once you mature and you actually start to realize, okay, there's a reason why the phone number is much more superior than fucking Snapchat, because so many guys find it much easier to send a Snapchat than to actually get the girl's number, or even to get the girl's Instagram rather than the number. That's why I always say, get the fucking number.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, women are looking at you getting the Instagram and the Snapchat as low level, and it's indicating that you're not as brave or as confident in your ability to attract her, because here's what it is, right? Being able to get the number is top tier. That's like saying to a girl, hey, I'm fully confident, and in fact, I need your number because I'm going to call you, I'm going to text you to ask for a date. Snapchat and Instagram, getting that says, I'm not completely confident that you're gonna wanna give me your actual number because you could be thinking I'm a creepy weirdo guy. So I'm gonna low level it and just ask for the Instagram and hope I can do the same thing with Instagram and Snapchat that I'm gonna do if I got your number, which is to text you and call and all that other stuff. So, but it looks like lower level by default. So you look more brave and bold when you're asking for the number. And then once you have the number, the phone should only be used to set up dates. I know some of you guys, especially some of you younger guys, are thinking like, but no, I got to text her all the time. And as I've done on Show After Show, I have shown examples of women themselves saying that when these guys are texting me all the time, I get turned off, I get the ick. I'm wondering, why is he not just asking me for the date because I gave him the number to get the date? Like, women are giving you their number to get the date, not to become your digital pen pal. So you do a disservice to her, and by default, her feelings or possibly budding interest in you by going for these lower level tiers and then trying to snap and Instagram all the time versus just asking for the freaking date. Now, if you're worried about the fact that maybe you don't have the right social skills or you're nervous about what you're gonna do on the date that's gonna mess it up, you're now just trying to delay time by thinking, if I get to text her and Snapchat her long enough, then I'll be able to feel comfortable enough to actually take her out in real world. Dude, you gotta crap get off the pot. You gotta learn the skills today that are gonna help you feel less anxious on dates, more confident, more bold, more daring, and you're gonna have the knowledge of how to actually attract these women when you get them in person. If you're nervous about that, I feel sorry for you, but I'd love to help you with that. You can go to introvertdatingsuccess.com, sign up for coaching, or sign up for any one of my programs that will help you ease the nervousness and anxiousness that comes with having to actually meet up with women in person. But you gotta get that handled, whether it's for my stuff or somebody else's stuff, because if you don't, you're gonna end up a bunch of women's texting pals and never get a girlfriend. And if you're trying to hook up at some point, get a family at some point, get married at some point, then you gotta really figure out this right now while you have the chance to do it.
You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high